Welcome to Overcoming Fear. Start before you're ready. To kick things off, let's unpack why so many of us hesitate to begin new projects or ventures. Dr. Gopareddy Sadin, Evans, what are the main psychological roots behind this fear of starting?
Thanks, Kimo. The fear often stems from our brain's natural aversion to uncertainty. Neurobiologically, unfamiliar situations activate the amygdala, triggering a fight-or-flight response. This can manifest as anxiety about failure, judgment, or simply the unknown, essentially. Our mind tries to keep us in our comfort zone.
That makes sense. In your clinical experience, do people tend to overestimate the risks involved in starting, say, a business or learning a new skill?
Absolutely, and it's backed by research. The University of Chicago ran studies showing that people routinely predict negative outcomes at twice the actual rate. This catastrophizing bias can freeze decision-making, even when the real risks are minimal compared to potential rewards.
So, if our perception is often skewed, how can we recalibrate our mindset to view new beginnings more positively?
One approach is cognitive reframing, actively questioning worst-case assumptions and visualizing positive outcomes. By shifting focus from potential pitfalls to possible growth, individuals can build the resilience needed to push past initial fear.
Building on that, a common belief is that we must be completely prepared before starting anything significant. Dr. Evans, is there any evidence that readiness is an achievable or even necessary state?
Great question, Kimo. Research from Stanford's Mindset Lab shows that feelings of readiness are often retrospective. People feel ready only after they've begun. In fact, waiting for perfect preparedness is a form of procrastination, sometimes called preparation paralysis.
That's fascinating. Could you share an example where someone succeeded by starting before they felt ready?
Certainly. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, launched her billion-dollar company with no business background. She credits much of her success to leaping before she looked, learning, and adapting on the go. This pattern holds across industries. Many successful entrepreneurs cite similar stories.
It seems real-world feedback is indispensable. How do initial failures or mistakes contribute to eventual competence?
Failure, when viewed constructively, provides critical feedback loops. A 2020 Harvard study showed that early setbacks, when followed by reflection, increased long-term performance by 23%. Starting before you're ready accelerates learning through real experience.
Now that we've explored the psychology, let's discuss actionable strategies. What are some evidence-based techniques for moving forward, even when uncertainty looms large?
One powerful approach is implementation intention, which means planning specific actions in advance. For example, instead of vaguely deciding to start writing, you might commit to write 100 words every morning before breakfast. This specificity triples the odds of follow-through, according to a 2018 meta-analysis.
That's practical advice. Are there ways to make starting feel less daunting, perhaps by breaking tasks down further?
Definitely. The micro-steps technique, popularized by behavioral scientist B.J. Fogg, involves slicing tasks into the smallest possible actions. For instance, if launching a podcast seems overwhelming, begin by recording just a 30-second audio clip. Small wins build momentum and confidence.
How about accountability? Does sharing intentions with others increase commitment?
It does. Public commitment increases follow-through rates by up to 65%, as shown in a Dominican University study. Whether through social media or peer groups, external accountability leverages our innate desire to be consistent with our words and actions.
Let's conclude by exploring how listeners can turn fear into a driving force. Dr. Evans, what are some real-world examples of people transforming anxiety into motivation?
One compelling case is Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps. He openly describes channeling pre-race nerves into laser focus by reframing anxiety as excitement. Similarly, public speakers often use adrenaline to energize their delivery, not hinder it.
Are there practical exercises for our audience to start this mindset shift today?
Absolutely. Try the fear-setting exercise. Inspired by Tim Ferriss, write down your worst fears, possible solutions, and the cost of inaction. This exercise demystifies fear and highlights the benefits of starting regardless.
Before we wrap up, what's one final piece of advice for anyone waiting for the perfect moment to begin?
Remember, action precedes clarity. The path only becomes visible as you walk it. Embrace imperfection as essential to growth, and you'll find that readiness is a byproduct of doing, not a prerequisite.
Click the follow button so you don't miss an episode, and if this podcast resonated with you, share it with someone who needs it today. I read every comment, so tell me, which part resonated with you the most?